My personal mantra is annihilate bitches. Literally, my phone alarm when it goes off in the morning to wake me up to go to the gym is just like annihilate bitches. And I'm like, all right, I can get up and do this.
What makes the challenge different from other competition shows?
I think part of, at least for me, what makes the challenge different is just like the nostalgia of it all. Like I remember watching the challenge for me as like a 10-year-old. So for me, it's just like I've kind of grown up seeing the challenge.
Yeah.
But I think the other thing that makes it so different from Survivor is like the ability to get back into the game. So like in Survivor, if the tribe votes you out, like you're gone, that's the end of your story.
Yeah.
But what I love about the challenge is that even if you get voted into the ring, you know, the iteration of how that happens changes every season, but you do have the opportunity to sort of battle your way back into the game. And for me, that just adds like another level of excitement and kind of another level of like security, because obviously, you know, I got voted out of Survivor. So for me, it was like, even if I happen to make it into the ring, like, I feel like I am competitive enough that I can get out of it and keep on the game.
Definitely, I see that.
I'm Desi Williams. I'm 32, and I live in Playa del Rey, California.
And then, of course, with Survivor, what made you want to be a part of this program when it was presented to you? Did it have to do with Survivor or just other challenges you wanted to meet?
I will say one like good and bad thing about me is I have a hard time like saying no to like something that's presented to me, especially something like the challenge. Obviously, like I've been a fan since I was a very young kid, so it was sort of a way to fulfill like that childhood dream of mine. But also, I mean, it's been 5 years since I was on Survivor, so I kind of thought my reality opportunities were in the dust, like that life was behind me. So just an opportunity to like go back into that world and, you know, see what it still has to offer 5 years later, 5 years older, 5 years wiser, was something that I felt like I couldn't turn down.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. How do you think appearing on Survivor prepared you for the challenge?
I will definitely say that Survivor taught me I was more resilient than I thought I could be. I mean, you know, when you're on Survivor, you're living on a deserted island and you are quite literally starving. And there are nights when there are critters running over you as you sleep. So like, I knew that it couldn't be worse than that. So I think just that peace of mind that like I've survived, you know, literally way worse than what they could possibly do in terms of like living conditions on the challenge. And, you know, the challenges are a whole nother level, but at least I know like I can hopefully sleep comfortably and be fed.
I like that. And then there's always different personalities and egos and things like that, especially coming from so many different shows like Love Island, you know, Survivor, all of it. How did the contestants get along filming without giving too much away?
Yeah. I mean, when you put 28 people together anywhere, like there are going to be emotional ups and downs, there are going to be conflicts and times you get along, but what's also, you know, I think kind of we're all sort of also on our best behavior because we've seen on our respective shows that if you put too big of a target on your back, like you're for sure the next one to go down to the elimination ring. So I feel like on most shows, like, you know, there's going to be some conflict, but most people, at least initially, are on their as best of behavior as they can be on to try not to become a target.
Definitely.
I hate when people chew with their mouth open. That's probably my biggest pet peeve. I think it's disgusting.
Now you got to tell everybody why they need to tune into the challenge, CBS.
If you've never seen the challenge, like it's a game show like no other. So it still has that same like, you know, kind of doggedness of Survivor, and it has that sneakiness of Big Brother. And I mean, the Love Island people are all beautiful. So if you want to just look at beautiful people, like the Love Island people are there too. But I think what the challenge does really well is like creating these captivating challenges, like just the sheer physicality and kind of mental toughness and, you know, people overcoming fears that I feel like the challenge continues to do season after season after season. It's compelling in and of itself. And I also just feel like people are going to be able to see like more of my personality. I feel like on Survivor, I was fresh out of the pageant world. I was very scared to like say certain things. And since then I've become an entrepreneur, if I own a business now, and I know how to be a little bit, I won't say cutthroat, but like I know how to sort of create my own path.
Right.
And so I feel like I have grown as a person. And I hope, or at least think, that's going to play out a little bit better on air on the challenge versus, kind of what happened on Survivor.
Okay, can't wait to see. And then, of course, you mentioned just various things because you are multi-talented. Switching gears, what's next for you? Is there anything you want to share that you're working on?
Yeah, so I'm, like I mentioned, kind of a new entrepreneur. I started the company in the midst of COVID, and it's been a labor of love. It's a mobile physical therapy and occupational therapy company. I'm a physical therapist by trade. We're expanding right now to become a full home health agency. I mean, I'm sort of sharing that on social media. It has been a challenge and a struggle, but it is growing finally, and I'm super proud of that. And who knows what else, whatever opportunity comes in front of me, I'm certainly going to jump on top of it, but I'm just taking things one day at a time and trying to build my business and see where that goes.
Nice. Well, congratulations and best of luck with that.
Thanks so much.
And then before we wrap up, is there anything else you want to leave with our viewers or your fans?
That's a big question. I don't know. I'd love for everybody to follow me on social media, of course, Desi Williams. But I think this season is going to be a lot of fun. I even for people who have never watched the challenge on MTV, I think people are often turned off by kind of the whole MTV's persona.
Yeah.
But I will say this is kind of a new, updated, elevated, I don't want to say more elegant, but it is sort of an elevated version of the MTV version. So I'd say give it a chance, even if you think that you're not going to like an MTV show. I think there's certainly something for everyone, and there are some reality TV legends out there that I feel super fortunate to play with. So if for nothing else, tune in for that.
Yes, ma'am. Well, real good. Well, again, thank you for taking time out, Desi, to speak with Urban Bridges. I'm looking forward to the challenge, and you continue success and blessings.
Thank you so much.
No problem. You have a good one.
You too.
Extraordinary athleticism. High-octane drama.
If you want to play dirty, we can play dirty.
The challenge is more than a game. It's a chance to go down in reality competition history. Get ready for the challenge, USA. Let's go! 28 CBS reality titans are ready to compete in one ultimate showdown. Big Brother.
There's no backdooring. If you get thrown in, you gotta win.
I'm up for the challenge. I can win this game.
Survivor.
The Survivor players have the edge. We go hard.
On Survivor, I'm known for finding idols. No idol will save you here.
Love Island.
I'm excited for the experience. I get to be athletic. I get to be me.
Love Island is about getting out of your comfort zone. I'm here to push myself.
And The Amazing Race.
Amazing Race? I think we're going to be underestimated, but we're going to get the job done.
I want to prove the Amazing Racers can hang with the best of them.
Oh my God! These challenges are bar none. You don't know what to expect.
I am willing to stab someone in the back.
Now you're involved in something when I had your back.
I want to lay it all in the line and make it to the end.
A whole new challenge where anything can happen.